Okay. It looks like we're live. Yep, we are live. Okay, great. Reggae Boyz fans, Reggae Girls fans, Jamaican football fans. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. How are you all doing? My name is Simon Preston. And welcome to Reggae Boyz Commentary. It's another Thursday. It's another live. It's another day where we talk about Jamaican football. I know you all have lots of questions. I'll do my best to answer them all. As you all know, accuracy, credibility, reliability, that's what you get with this channel. So, you have that guarantee. Now that's exactly what you deserve as Jamaican football fans. That's what you deserve. Nothing less than the best. Simply put, that's what you truly, truly, truly deserve. Now, if you haven't already, do check out the video that I did yesterday regarding Melvin Brown. Who is he? And Amal Knight. That's Reggae Boyz goalkeeper Amal Knight and his movements on the island. Today, I did a video about a player that tested positive for COVID-19, and of course that makes him unavailable for our match against Guadeloupe and potentially against Costa Rica on Tuesday. So the good news is that he's asymptomatic, and that also means that he could be available for the knockout stages of the competition, the quarterfinals. So if all goes well, Jamaica tops their group, it could be Jamaica against Canada in the quarterfinals. It could be. Personally, that's what I have it mapped out to be. Jamaica against Canada, but let's not count our chicks before they're hatched. And I will get for you, what I'll do, I'll provide for you my predicted starting 11. I'll give you my predicted starting 11 for this game against Guadeloupe. And you all let me know. Yeah? What you think about that? Guadeloupe is an interesting proposition because if we had this conversation about Guadeloupe 10, 15 years ago, I would tell you that of all the teams in the Caribbean, this is the team that I don't want to play. They had Stephen Ovray, Lamboud, and company. Big, strong men. Remember, Guadeloupe went to the semi-finals in their first ever Gold Cup appearance in 2007. They defeated Canada. They drew with Haiti. They defeated Honduras. They took Mexico down to the wire in the semi-finals. Frank Grundle. They defeated Panama in a Gold Cup as well. Guadeloupe has given Jamaica challenges in the past too. Semi-finals 2008 of the Caribbean Cup, they gave us problems, and 2010 Guadeloupe took us to penalties. We won 5-4, of course. Guadeloupe took us to penalties, and we won the 2010 Caribbean Cup. Guadeloupe has always given us a run for our money. Always. Regardless of the team that they've sent, whether they have 5 Ligue 1 and Ligue 2 players, or whether they have 10, 12, they've always given the Jamaicans something to think about. Despite our absence for tomorrow, I'm still feeling quietly confident that we can get a result. The same level and same intensity like I did against Suriname. What I've done, I have my 11. I'm going to read that for you. that I've gone with. So I've gone with Andre Blake in net. I've made 3 changes. So I've gone with Kimor Taxi Lawrence over Amari Bell at left back, Alvis Powell at right back, Liam Moore. I've gone with Adrian Mariappa at centre half. I've gone with Damien Lowe as the holding midfielder, and just in front of him, Daniel Johnson. In front of those 2 midfielders, I've gone with Blair Turgott on the left, Bobby Reid on the right, Tyreek McGee through the hole, and Shamar Nicholson up top. Yes, that's right, Boza. So you all know by now, Dexter Daps will not play tomorrow. You know Dexter Daps will not be available tomorrow. And his roommates, Michael Hector, did not participate in training on Friday. So that's why I've left him out as well. There was an interview done with Team Dr. Bersha Cole, and basically there was non-contact training on Friday. Hector was not involved in the training session. So Hector and Dexter Daps, I don't have part of selection for the game. What I can say though is that Andre Gray is in line to make his first appearance of the tournament. So it could mean a 4-4-2. It could mean a 4-4-2. Andre Gray is ready, fit, and ready to take the field. The other alternative, of course, is having Devon Williams play. We saw him have that cameo against Suriname. Devon Williams, and in front of him, Daniel Johnson. So that's another option on the table. Reggae Boyz fans, if you think that we're going to beat Guadeloupe, give this video a massive thumbs up. Yeah? My prediction for the game, Jamaica 2, Guadeloupe 0. My goal scorers for the game, I'm going to go with DJ Rasta, Daniel Johnson, and Shamar Nicholson. Those are my goal scorers. So today the team did some rapid antigen testing, and everybody turned in a negative test. A PCR test was done, however, the results of those won't come until either later this evening or early tomorrow morning. So we'll wait to see if there'll be any more positive tests or if they will be negative. Like I said with Bobby, Dexter Daps, he's asymptomatic. So in a matter of days, he could be back. Mariappa caught COVID on a Wednesday, and the following Tuesday, he recovered. You know what I mean? I spoke to him on the phone, I spoke to him on video chat, and he was perfectly fine. He was honestly just fine. And Dr. Cole said that she was in contact with Dexter Daps today, and he's in good spirits, he's healthy, not showing any symptoms whatsoever. So we're grateful and we're thankful for that 100%. And long may that continue for Bobby. Long may that continue. So, like I've said, if we can win tomorrow, we advance to the quarterfinals. Bobby could be available again. Selection. And Michael Hector as well for the quarterfinals. But only if we can get the job done against Guadeloupe. That's going to be important from our part. That's the job that we have on our hands. Get a result. If we can beat Guadeloupe, perhaps Costa Rica will get the better of Suriname, and it will be a top of the table clash on Tuesday. If we finish second in the group, then I think we're going to play the Americans. We need to top that group. Simple as that. We need to top the group. For those of you that joined in late, The predicted 11 that I've gone with is Andre Blake in net, Kemar Taxi Lawrence left back, Alvas Paul right back, Liam Moore, Adrian Mariappa at central defence, Damien Lowe and Daniel Johnson in front of them, Blair Turgott on the left, Leon Bailey on the right, Tyreek McGee in the hole, and Shamar Nicholson up top. The other suggestion or the other point and consideration is instead of having McGee, have Andre Gray up top with Shamar Nicholson and playing a 4-4-2. A 4-4-2 has been worked on in training, especially prior to the tournament opener. So it's not something that's unfamiliar from a Jamaican standpoint, and it's not something that we should overlook at all. 4-4-2 is the simplest system to play in football. 2 banks of 4, 2 forwards. It's my favorite formation in football. My only tweak to it would be having one of the central midfielders a bit deeper and not necessarily on the same line with the other central midfielder. That's perhaps the only tweak that I have where the 4-4-2 is concerned. But it's my favorite system. It's not complicated. It's simple. It's to the point. Everybody has a designated role that is structured, that is simple, and everybody understands it quite well. No, I'm not against the 3-5-2. I've said that before on numerous occasions. I like the having 3 points of attack, and I like that you cover more space horizontally, which makes it harder to press. But I guess my only concern with that is you're only sacrificing one player that you could be using in the attacking perspective. That's the only flaw I have. And for Jamaica, I think our best formation is 4-3-3. Even though my personal favorite formation is 4-4-2, 4-3-3 is the formation for Jamaica, bearing in mind our pace, our size, our strength. 4-3-3 for us is the way to go. Especially throughout this tournament. So that's what I personally feel. So no Dexter Daps. And I was kind of looking forward to sitting down, tweeting or shouting Dexter Daps just score against Guadeloupe. I was getting ready to say Dexter Daps for golden boots, but you never know. It could still happen. Dexter Daps has scored a goal of the tournament, so I don't think there's anything you can say. Reggae Boyz fans, Reggae Girls fans, Jamaican football fans, if you want Bobby Reid to recover soon, hit that like button right now. If you want Dexter Daps for the quarterfinals, you hit that like button right now. If you want to see Jamaica win that CONCACAF World Cup, you hit that like button right now. Right now. Yeah? Big games, of course, this evening. We know Canada is taking on Haiti, and the United States take on Martinique. Group B action. Canada-Haiti, as we know, is like that rematch of the second round of the World Cup qualifiers where Canada got the better of the Haitians. Interesting games for sure. So you hit that like button if you think Jamaica is going to go all the way in this competition. I've said it before and I've said it again. Anything less than a semi-finals from Jamaica should be viewed as a failure. A failure. And I demand an apology to the nation if we don't make it to the last 4. An absolute failure if we don't get to the last 4 of the competition. There's a question raised at the press conference to Liam Moore after the game against Suriname. So if Jamaica is going to finish first or second, which one would we prefer? Because if we finish second in the group, then we wouldn't face Mexico until the final. But if we top our group, then we face Mexico in the semifinals. And Liam Moore says, hey, we're going to go out and win the group. It's as simple as that. And I'm in agreement. Win the group. Look, I have lots of respect for Mexico, honestly. But they're still a beatable team. And they may be the only team in this competition that can beat us. But they're still a beatable team. I respect their product. I respect their philosophy. I respect their football history. I respect their players. I respect their fans. But we can beat them. We can beat them. And it wouldn't surprise me to see us do it. You know, the last 2 times we've beaten Mexico was on the Tapo. 2017 Gold Cup. And before that, 2008 National Stadium. I was there. Jamaica against Mexico. Ricardo Fuller, left-footed, took a deflection, beat Oswaldo Sanchez, back of the net. One of the top 5 best matches I've ever been at the stadium in terms of intensity, rhythm, everything like that. Seeing Carlos Vela, that 2-1 victory over the United States was special as well. Seeing Jamaica lift the Caribbean Cup on home soil 2008 against Grenada, with Shelter sinking in 2 penalties there. Yeah, seen some good games at the office. Some really good games. Yeah. So let's dissect some of your comments, shall we? But don't forget to give this video a big like. If you think Jamaica is going to win tomorrow, give this video a like. Yeah? Sounds good? Good. Man of God says up. Yardy J says outside, 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 outside. Yeah, there's a soca party that kept last night at the stadium, you know. I wasn't there, but I saw stuff on social media. I'm like, what? Country open up for business. Carson White says, doing good, legend. Michael Gordon says, yes, I are unfulfilled and right. Could see the side in your face about Bobby. Yeah, Dexter Dapps is one of my favorite players on the team. Michael Gordon, did I hear a second player tested positive? No. Cataract check-in from Florida. Big up, Mr. Blake. Boy, you're good, man. You're good. That's all I can say. You're good. First, you were over in Budapest in Hungary. Now you're in Florida. Boy, when I grow up, I want to be rich like you. Yeah, well, Bobby, we all send out our wishes to Bobby as well. Bobby Reed, strong up my G. The fans love you, number 10 legend. Thanks for the wonder goal. J. Ross says, up Simon. Jason says, hey Simon, is it true that Smith Rowe and Greenwood are thinking about playing for Jamaica because of the recent racist abuse towards Saka, Rashford, and Sancho? They're considering it, yes, but will they don in Jamaican colours? A different question. But yeah, they are considering it, absolutely. Dexter Dapps was the face of our team. Yeah. But like I said, guys, adversity is temporary. Good things are around the corner. Bobby will recover. He will. I'm telling you this as a fact. He will recover. Great things are coming. He will recover. Marvel Nelson says, Jamaica will win Jamaica versus USA quarterfinal because there's no way USA will beat Canada. Really? Interesting. Rebels still going to the USA? Well, he hasn't gotten his required documents to travel to the United States, but it looks like he's trying to secure his club future first. Travis McKenzie, I would love if we could get a couple of goals. Same here. William Seymour says, what happened to Bobby? Well, I'm sure you know by now. Fresh God says, that will not happen. I don't know what you're referring to. Ian Campbell says, bless up, Simon. I say, bless up. Damon Lowe is the CB with Liam Moore. Yeah, I know that. With Hector out, you have to think about who is going to operate in that position now. Blessing Simon, chin up Dexter Daps. The boys will do it for in the next two for you. Absolutely. Simon, you're always trying to put maps in the starting lineup. Okay, I put good players in the team. We're gonna win. I'm confident of the boys. Yeah, I'm confident too. Is Ravel likely to play in the group stages at all? Leonard Clark, Rav now play Gold Cup, so Una kind of stop ask about Ravel. Simon, you're a good chance with team selection ain't your thing. I disagree with you. William Seymour says, you think McGee will get a run? Yes. At some point, I think he will. Why mess with CB Perrin? Don't you think we can trust Mariappa or Speedy as emergency CDM? No, not Mariappa at CDM, no. Honestly, it's not a position that he has played in since his days at Watford, and I'm talking when he just joined the club. So I wouldn't put him there, even though he might be able to do a job for a game. Speedy is up for consideration, but for me, I want a physical presence. I want a player that is 6 foot plus. So that's why I went with Damien Lowe in my team. So that's exactly why I've done what I've done. Yeah. And Mariappa has quick feet. Why does everybody think he's slow? Have you guys ever watched the speed test in training? Mariappa's our 5th fastest player in the squad. Rebel to the Rams. It's up for consideration, it might be. It's definitely something to consider. Simon, were you the one who got Mariappa into the team, or are you the one who provided you with the news? Must be, that's why you always squeeze him in the team. He's a good figure in the squad, but not a starting 11. Really? Why does everybody all of a sudden not like Adrian Mariappa? He's made 2 errors. He's made 2 errors for Jamaica in 50 appearances. One against Guyana in the CONCACAF Nations League, and one against Costa Rica in 2016 in World Cup qualifying in a 3-0 defeat. He's made 2 errors in 50 appearances. You're going to kill him for those 2 errors? Mariappa is a good football player. I don't know what you guys have against him. Yes, I was the one 9-10 years ago that made the recommendations to Captain Horace Burrell. He's still a good football player. I don't know why you guys don't see it that way at all. I'm a bit baffled, really, because he's never let us down, and the stats are there to speak for himself. Whenever Adrian Mariappa and Damien Lowe are on the field at the same time, Jamaica has only ever conceded once. And you know when that time came? That came against Serbia. Bailey and Bobby Reid for money. Well, Bobby Reid is not playing tomorrow, but if you want to say Leon Bailey going to score, then yeah, cool. What happened to Antonio? Antonio, my friend, is unavailable for the Gold Cup, but World Cup qualifying, you all being well, you'll see him. You'll see him. I think this is the chance for McGee. I think, indeed, I believe it is a chance. Did you see the pictures and video of Ravel in the Rams training? Yes, I did. The Cure, Antonio, Roof, and Stuart haven't gotten their documents yet. Yep. Pastor Clive Boo says, good evening, Simon. I say, good evening. Simon, do you know if CONCACAF will allow us to replace COVID-19 affected players in the squad? If they are symptomatic, then yes. If they're asymptomatic, then it gives a window for you, because in a matter of days you can test negative again and be back in the setup. So yeah. The Cure, even the kids in Africa know that they're not seen. I don't even know if that's English. So is it Maps better than Hector at CDM? Maps has not played CDM since 2005, my friend. Boy, it have a game going on, Haiti versus Canada, you talking about Jamaica. Yeah, because I do Reggae Boyz commentary live every single Thursday evening. Well, I've been doing that since March last year. Yeah. When Austin and Haka left. Rudolph Austin hasn't played for Jamaica since the 2018 World Cup qualifiers, and Haka hasn't played for Jamaica in a little while. Yeah, fastest. The Curie really back at time and I don't even know if that's English. Oh. Jamaica get lit on Japan's under 23 10-0. Talk about that. Well, it was 9-0, but yeah. And I beat the coach for that. And you all know who the coach was of that game was. And you all know the squad, what happened. You don't need TV when you have internet. What happened to Casey Palmer? He wasn't selected. When will Bobby be ready for selection again? When he tests negative for the virus. What do you think McGee, Speedy, and DJ midfield? To be quite frank with you, that is most likely what we used. Devon Williams, Tyreek McGee, and Daniel Johnson. That is most likely the starting 11 that will be used. Most likely. That will most likely be used. Yeah? So, but like I said, Andre Gray has been training well, and a 4-4-2 is up for consideration. It's up for consideration. I don't know why you guys can't hear me. I'm speaking loud at the top of my lungs. So hopefully you guys can hear me, but I'm speaking clearly. Any friendlies planned in between Gold Cup and qualifiers? No. Because after the Gold Cup, the next FIFA window would be August. So, August 31 to September 4. And as you know, we play Mexico September 2. We play Mexico September 2. So we will not have any friendly matches after the Gold Cup. We won't. We won't even have a camp after the Gold Cup. After the Gold Cup, the next time that the teams will meet will be in Ciudad de Mexico, in Mexico, in the Azteca Stadium, in front of no fans. Why? Because Mexico are being punished for homophobic chants that they made recently. So Jamaica will play in the Azteca Stadium with no Mexican fans. So it's all on us to get that result. Yeah. It's all on us to go and get that result. Damalio Powell says, just joined. Any news on Ravel pertaining to the Gold Cup? Ravel has not received his documents at all. I'm not sure why there is a specific holdup at the US Embassy. But he's in England, he's training, and he could be signing a deal with Derby County in the Championship. That is the latest as it stands on Ravel Morrison. Am I optimistic? I'm optimistic he'll find a club. But I know it's going to raise the question, what's going to happen when World Cup qualifying comes around? Jamaica doesn't have straight flights to go to Costa Rica and El Salvador and Honduras. You're going to have to transit. And where are you going to have to transit through? Miami, Fort Lauderdale. Where that? The United States. So how is Ravel going to get there? Are we going to get him a Canadian visa so he can transit through Toronto? That's an option. Perhaps we're just going to have to think about getting Ravel a Canadian visa so that he can transit through Toronto, and Toronto to Tegucigalpa, San Pedro Sula, San Jose, San Salvador, Ciudad de Mexico, Panama City. So, that's something. Omar Perry says, Philadelphia checking out. Bless up Simon Starboy Juices. Big up. Are you a Philadelphia Union fan? Andre Blake, Corey Burke, or Scory Burke, I should say. Alvis Powell, Philadelphia Union in the semi-finals of the CONCACAF Champions League. Literally 3-4 victories away from going to a FIFA Club World Cup. We've never ever had a Jamaican playing a FIFA Club World Cup. That would be amazing. Andy Williams was the closest some 10, 11 years ago with Real Salt Lake. But they lost in the final, so it'd be nice to see a Jamaican at a FIFA Club World Cup. Honestly. Honestly, I just can't wait, and I'm hoping Philly can win. That would just be amazing. Do you think JFF should make a pitch for Mason Greenwood in the wake of the racial abuse to the young black players? You all know my answer to that already. I believe in organization. I believe in consistency. I believe in progress. I believe in planning ahead. And you have to sell to the players what they'll bring. You have to make them feel comfortable. You have to make them feel at home. Could this lure some young players? It could. It could. But let's not forget, it's not only black players that have Jamaican heritage. You have white players in England with Jamaican heritage as well. Smith Rowe, Toddy Cantwell, Brandon Williams. So it's not just black players, but I understand the point that you're trying to make. So specifically with Mason Greenwood, Reese Nelson, yeah, I'm on the same page with you in terms of having a discussion and chatting about it, because they'll certainly not receive any of that sort of abuse. The worst sort of abuse a Jamaican fan would say is, you're not good, or you're worthless. Like what I said to Lenny Dennis, what people have said about Jermaine Beckford, Richard Langley, what people have said about Barry Hales. The worst thing that Jamaicans would say is that you're not a good football player. Ramil Sheriff. So yeah, that is the situation. So yeah. Will we see Casey Palmer in the team again? Yeah, possibly World Cup qualifiers. Still think Gravel should have signed with Real Sociedad, but I'd hope it works out with Derby. Yeah, I agree with you there. I'm going to miss the World Cup qualifiers. I joined at the military training start September. Wish you all the best. Jamaicans are the best. East get injured. Yeah. This Canada team doesn't look very impressive. Haiti have them on the ropes right now, as expected. Up Simon. Pastor Clive Boo says Ethan Laird. Yes, Ethan Laird has Jamaican heritage too, we know that. Any news on Redmond? Well, Redmond is still on the fence. Ivan Toney to take over from Kane, or England's success means it's going to be a long wait. Ivan Toney. The only way Ivan Toney will get a call up to England is if he has like a Ollie Watkins sort of season. So yeah. Is Gravel unable to locate the documents needed for the embassy? Are they asking for a certificate of disposition? If so, he shouldn't have a hard time obtaining those documents. That's not the issue. It's the US embassy that has the documents and just hasn't made the decision as yet. Omar Perry says, yeah man, I'm going to watch them in the middle of all the white people. They're going to be looking at me when I start cheering on my boys. Simon, please put the pitch together and forward to the JFF. Absolutely, will do. The Gold Cup should be a two-tier system for competitive reasons. For example, a CONCACAF Gold Cup and a Silver Cup. 8 teams in the Gold Cup and 16 in the Silver Cup. What do you think? I applaud the idea that you have raised, but the Gold Cup is it's our cup for our region, just like you have the Euros in Europe, the Africa Cup of Nations in Africa, the Asia Cup in Asia, the Oceania Cup in Oceania, the Copa America in South America. I'm quite fine with having the Gold Cup with 16 teams. To be honest with you, I foresee a 24-team Gold Cup as the future, as the way to go. How else are teams gonna grow unless you give them the opportunity to play competitive games? Why can't Anguilla take on Mexico in the first round of a Gold Cup? Your view on Antonio for the World Cup qualifiers? I'm looking forward to it. I really am. Andre Thompson, Canada is horrible. OMG, we'd love to get in the quarters. Yeah, we got to top our group, don't we? Stephen Mitchell, in my opinion, a good showing at this Gold Cup will be a pull factor for many who are on the fence about representing Jamaica. Most will never see a World Cup outside of Jamaica. That is a good point, Stephen. I'm sure that many will be looking at Jamaica's performances, how they may fit in, how things have been happening in the camp. So, like I said, a semi-finals run, and people will say, Jamaica, decent side, and all that. So yeah, Eagle Republic. Is it true that a second player tested positive for COVID? No, that is not true. Travis Pessoa. I'm glad to see Andre Gray should be in the team before. No, BR, Bobby Reed, Dexter Dubs. Yeah. Bailey and Greenwood on the ring. Yeah. Mark Blaze, I'm filled with optimism that Jamaica will succeed in getting their backside. What? Isn't the Rams in debt, so how will they give him a higher wage than Real Sociedad? He's not going to get a higher wage at Sociedad. You see, in life, sometimes, in your professional football, you have to accept what is given and keep on going and keep on going on. Yeah. Is Real Sociedad still interested in Rebel? No. Does the JFF know that they can ask for a congressman to expedite the process at the embassy? We have congressmen in New York that have close ties to the Jamaican community. Do they know that? I don't think so. No. We are in desperate need of a CDM. I've been saying that from day one. Monbrograd, yes, there were in January, turned it down. The money wasn't enough, yeah. Vivich says we need a new coach. Junior Deslanda says Rooney should be good for Ravel. I hope so. My favorite football player, along with the president. I'm the president of the Ravel Morrison fan club, so to see my favorite football player ever working with him, it's awesome, honestly. It's really great. Has Ravel signed with Derby or still on trials? Still on trials. Simon, same thing, expression. Still on trials, Carson. Yes, we do need a strong stadium. Could you put in a word for Anthony Grant somehow? I've done that. Who is the best player, in your opinion, who will come in for Bobby Reed? I would say Andre Gray and go 4-4-2. However, we're going to require that spark in the midfield from the attacking perspective, which is why it'll either be McGee or Walker or Daniel Johnson playing a little bit higher up the park. We need a CDM, but the coaching staff does not see that. Guys, have you not forgotten that this is the same coach that played Rudolph Austin and Jason Morrison in central midfield? The same coach that played Rudolph Austin and Marvin Elliott in central midfield? Chris, the sports guy. What's good, Simon? Score prediction for the game. Thanks for tuning in, Chris. I mentioned my score prediction earlier. I've gone with Jamaica 2, Guadeloupe 0. My goal scorers for the game, I went with... Who did I go with? Oh yeah, I went with DJ Rasta and I went with Boza. DJ Rasta and Boza. Daniel Johnson and Boza. Who's replacing Reed? He's not leaving the squad. Guys, is there a reason our midfield has the space and moving side to side? We all know the answer to that. Anthony Grant should be in this team. We know that as well. We need Tyrek McGee. We certainly know that as well. Derby have financial difficulties. Rooney trying to get a lot of free transfers. Yes, he is. McGee should replace Dexter in the starting 11. Yeah. Hey guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below as well about your prediction for the game. Your scoreline. Jamaica 1, Guadeloupe 0, Jamaica 2, Guadeloupe 1. Your prediction for the game. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Drop your prediction below. Junior Deslandes, true, but guessing what Ravel is asleep assigning, yeah. Don't you feel the introduction of even more new players before qualifying will upset the camp? Look, Professor by Mikey, we let ourselves down 5 years ago, and I hate to bring this up again, but when Tapa took over as head coach of the Reggae Boyz in 2016 in September, we're already eliminated from the 2018 World Cup qualifiers. You knew what you're building towards. You're building towards the 2022 World Cup. So why not during Caribbean Cup, Gold Cup, Nations League, Gold Cup, Nations League again, and friendlies in between, You don't bring in and call up the players that you're going to use in World Cup qualifying. Why not from then? You have 5 years. 5 years to get the pieces to the puzzle that you need. I understand that some players are coming into the fore and making a presence right now. But from then, you could still have Pinnock, Moore, Grant, Palmer, Reddy, Willing, Abel, Gray. Andre Gray has been wanting to play for Jamaica from years at Burnley. I still beat the coach about that because 5 years ago when you took the job, what were you building towards? The next World Cup qualifying cycle. So, it's nothing new to call players up at the last minute. Chemistry and cohesion is overrated these days apparently, so whatever. Chemistry and cohesion is overrated apparently, so whatever. Malcolm X says 2-0 Jamaica. Alright. The comment says 1-1. Agreed, Michael Woodburn. Did you see Sergio Busquets at Euros minus 36 and still doing? Yeah. Eagle Republic says Jamaica 2, Guadeloupe 0, but I will take a 1-0 and move on. Leonard Clark says 4-0. Okay, cool. Is Anthony Grant that good? Anthony Grant, if he comes in, would be one of the best CDMs that we have in recent history. Tapa has done enough. Let us thank him for what he has done. Then demote him or show him the door. It's obvious he's reached his cap. Ooh. Feisty comment, that. Carson White, Jamaica 3-1. Bailey, Gray, Nicholson. Interesting. Ryan Manhurts, Jamaica 4. Okay. McGee should get his warm-up against Guadeloupe because I know them kind of save him for the bigger game. He's the best midfield I see on the team. Oh, that's the Jamaican David Silva, yeah? Carl Smith Rowe Simon. I'll call him after my live. Rosanna Taylor says 5-0. 5-0, really? Alright, cool. Pastor Clive Booth says 4-0. Boza, Bailey, Burke, and DJ. Shamar Nicholson, Leon Bailey, Scory Burke, and DJ Rasta. Daniel Johnson. Alright, cool. Nathan Morgan says 1-0 Jamaica. Jessen Andrew says 3-1 for Jamaica. Michael Woodburn says Jamaica 3, Guadeloupe 0. Let's get to 100 likes, guys. Yeah, let's get to 100 likes. Real Talk. Shutter says, I'm giving Barlaker's profound prediction. 6 love. Balls are scoring all 6 goals. What, a 6 is real? What I'm saying? If you don't say 6, then what happens? No, I'm asking you what I'm saying. If you don't say 6, Katarak, help me out here. What I'm saying? If you not say 6, something don't want you. I don't know where it go. Tell me. Tell me now. I don't know where it go. I don't know how the phrase go. Jamaica need to move the ball much faster, says Dusrel Video. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Preach Reverend Simon. It's Brother Preston. Brother Preston speaking. Ravel just need a chance, but English media love to beat him like they did with Balotelli. You know, on Ravel, it's not been bad, you know. It's ever since he stopped in England. The last few years on Ravel in terms of the media hasn't been horrible, to be honest with you. It hasn't been bad. Bless up RPC, the best sports show online. Thank you. Jamaica looked decent in the first game. Not seeing enough from Turgot. Bell, Fisher look shaky. Pray Dexter Laps get well soon. You know, with Turgot though, like I had a discussion with him as well, and I told him that in portions it's like he played in his shell, but he said that he's aware that he should have cut in onto his right foot more often and shoot from long range, and that's something what he intends to do throughout the course of the competition. Omar Perry says Jamaica 3-0. Leo Lone says 3-0. Jacqueline Guzman says 4-0. Neo Sovereign says 3-0. What would be your reaction if Green would come out and said he wants to play for Jamaica? I'd be surprised. I'd be really, really surprised, but I'll be the same human being that would drive to Norman Manley International Airport and pick him up. And if that guy wants jerk chicken, I take him to Pepper Time and get him jerk chicken. If man want a patty, I go get a patty to for him. Anything that young man wants, him can get it. Because that's a generational talent. Dusrael, Jamaica 3-0. If we go 4-4-2 with Hector in the mid, we'll struggle. If we go 4-4-2 with Speedy replacing Hector in the mid, 3-1 win. Yeah. Junidas Landis, that's why I think Ravel shouldn't go back to playing England. The Spanish or German game fits his style. It could. If McGee gets his chance tomorrow and fail, the same Jamaican fans are going to beat him bad. He doesn't deserve that, to be honest with you, because we all know that McGee is an absolute brilliant football player. If the Reggae Boyz doesn't win the Gold Cup, Tapper should be sacked. Ooh, interesting. Would love to see Tyreek and Andre Gray get the nod. Absolutely. Simon, are JFF looking at adding grants to the player pool? We are still in the running to qualify for the World Cup, so complaints will be obsolete if we do. Yeah. And these countries' media aren't as ravenous like the English media, but hey, what it is. Johnny Paul says, bless Simon. RJ Campbell says 2-0. Kai Walker says 5-0. Dusrael says Jamaica will have a good game. And Sil Santana says, I'm a Trini. I'm only recently started following, and obviously I must commend the JFF for sticking with Tapper for so long, as this was their plan since 2016. Hope he gets to finish the job. 4-0 Jamaica. Thank you very much for tuning in. Really, really appreciate you tuning in. I like Trinidad. I spent some time in Tunapuna. I spent some time in Arima. I spent some time in San Fernando, Port of Spain. Yeah. Brian Lara is my big friend. Brian Lara, I'm a brethren, man. Brian Lara, I'm a dopes, man. Ricky Duns Walker says, I predict 4-2 Jamaica. King Expert says 2-0 first off. Oh, yeah. Cuva. Central Trinidad. Damar Robbins says 3-0 Jamaica go win. King Experts. That's how the song go. Phil Jones says Muscan, Trialer, Greenwood, no. I don't know, my friend. Yeah. Demalio Paul says it's actually possible that El Salvador could beat this current Mexican team, which could be good for the Jamaican should we reach the semifinals. Interesting. Interesting. Jamaica 4. Wow. Guadeloupe 0. Jamaica 6. Guadeloupe 0. Oh, you guys are really good on the comments. Simon, any news that Alva's Paul, is he okay? Yeah, man. Alva's good, man. Alva's Chris. He is Chris. Cool as a cucumber. You should be the football president, says Devon Smith. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I heard about Ravel on TalkSport. I heard that interview with Simon Jordan and what he was saying about Ravel and how the progress in his career and so on. You know, them top restaurant, the Simon Pepper Time. Born and raised in Kingston 8, my friend. Born and raised in Kingston 8, Northeast St. Andrew. Do you know Mason personally? I know his dad, but I don't know Mason personally. Ron Artez, 3-1 Jamaica. Darren Moore or Chris Paul should be Jamaica's next manager. Chris Paul is not leaving England right now, but I like the idea. I'm smiling from ear to ear to see Chris Paul's name. Good guy. Simon, the Canadian team looks really good. Interesting. Tapper should be sacked for not adding an experienced CDM to the squad. Oh. Did Bobby Reed really has COVID? Yes. What is next with What is the Deal? I have to do a What's the Deal on Simon Preston. So I'm working on that as well. Pulisic or Bailey? Well, if I had a choice, for my Sunday league or for my Saturday recreational league ball game, if you gave me a choice between Leon Bailey and Christian Pulisic, I'm going with Leon Bailey baller. All 7 days of the week. Leon Bailey baller. Alright? Leon Bailey baller. Good? People stop talk, man. Grant is not in the 60-man list, is he? He's not. Neither was Rolanda Aarons. Chip it all day, every single day. Congrats to Greg Lee. He's found a club, Morecambe FC, up in Lancashire. See, up in Lancashire, it's quite an interesting place, really, because the way that I'm talking right now is the way that it's talk up in Lancashire. Because if you listen to the likes of Phil Jones, you talk to Scott McTominay, it's a little bit northern. Have you heard David Lloyd doing cricket commentary? It talks a little bit like this, really. So when you go up north, it's a little bit like this. So that's why they put a bit more emphasis on the words, really, up north. So that's the way that they talk this way up in Lancashire. But if you listen to the way that Greg Lee talks, a little bit like this, though. If you hear him really take my time with the accent and all that. So it's a Mancunian sort of accent. Did you all know that Warren Blake, the former president of the Jamaica Athletics Association, is the uncle of Greg Lee? Honestly, he's the uncle. So that's the sort of relationship, really, with Greg Lee in Jamaica. Former Manchester City player, made the bench appearance a couple of times. Pep Guardiola said he wasn't up to scratch, and then he left, really. Went over in Europe, played a couple of games there, went up north in Scotland, and now he's in Lancashire, a little bit farther from home, but Morecambe, decent club with the Shrimps, good environment, an opportunity for him to get some games, play some football, and who knows what could happen, really, with injuries and suspensions and everything like that. You never know, honestly, you never know what can happen. Shota says, I had a girlfriend that lives in Kingston HR Gardens. Good for you, my friend. Stuart over Hector at CDM? Yeah. Is Leon going to AC Milan? No. Pulisic works harder than Leon on the pitch in my eyes. Okay, well, that's your eyes. When we get out of the group stage, who do you like better for Jamaica, USA or Canada? I want to play the Canadians. If Leon goes to AC Milan, I will eat my shirt and spit out the colour. Really? You don't need to do that. Nice, Chippy Miseta wanted him to go to Dortmund. Man, tough with the accents, though. Yeah, I could just name any football player right now. I'll imitate him right now. Name any football player in the world. I'll imitate how he speaks right now. I'll imitate how he speaks right now. Me name Simon Preston, you know. Me name Simon Preston, so you know how that thing go already. Yeah. All Pulisic do is sprint, nothing else. Really? That's an interesting observation. Flex Supreme, their starting winger, Sales Makers and Resident Bailey. So guys, as you know, later this evening, USA versus Martinique. Right now you have Haiti looking to flex their muscles against the Canadians. So we'll see how that goes. Any updates with the PCR tests tomorrow, I'll let you know. I'll keep you all posted and keep you all abreast of everything, really. Yeah. Imitate Pogba. Well, for me, I think that the way that United play the season, it's difficult to understand the way that United plays for me, because for me, I play in the midfield position, but in front of me is Bruno. I have on the left there was Mason and Marcus, and then on the right I have Daniel. So I don't know why I'm playing so deep for Manchester United. For me, I know the way that I'm speaking is French, but I must say that I don't know what I'm saying right now, so I'm going to stop and go back to Simon to talk some Jamaican football, okay? Good. So yeah, really typical Jamaican baller. They don't want to play football in its simplest form, which is good for them to make the top list. Nathan Morgan says, Guna Boy TV, come on bro, good player. Albert Trail says David Beckham. Well, what I have to say about David, really, and why am I saying my name in the first person, but what I can say is definitely that I love Manchester United, and the way that United sold the club to me, it was a clear testament to the football club I played in. There was a friendly match in 2006 against Jamaica at Old Trafford, and I whipped in a couple of balls to Crouchy, and he headed them down and into the back of the net, really. So for me, it was just a wonderful career, and I have to give credit to Victoria and and everyone behind the scenes that played a fantastic job, really. So that's David Beckham. Kante intimidation? Which Kante? No, you guys choose two French people. Come on, better than that. Some players will be replaced for others in qualifying time. Yeah, absolutely. Simon, remember you was wanting Jamaica Football Federation now lose to midfield, huh? Don't get that comment at all. Brap, Rashford. No, I think we United and England, I have a lot of passion really for United, but what I can say is that the way that we started the season, it was honestly one of the greatest times that I played for the club. So for me, just to see the way that United and the way that we're passing the ball together, I had Brandon behind me, and on the other side, you had Mace that was doing a good job. But yeah, definitely, I think the way that we played throughout the course of the season, it was just fantastic, really brilliant. So I just hoping that I think we United that we can win the league this season. So that's Marcus Rashford. Canada leads 1-0 over Haiti. No surprise for me. Bailey can't leave Big Leverkusen and go to a club that don't good like. I think Bailey has 1 more year left in his contract. Yeah. Imitate Zlatan. It's funny you mentioned Zlatan. Because lions don't hear like humans. The fact of the matter is, I am Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Best football player in the world. For me, a lot of people look at me, they think I'm Swedish, but I'm not Swedish. That was only the country I was born in. My mother's from Bosnia, my father's from Croatia. I am Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I am proud of my roots, I'm proud of my heritage. I'm Swedish by birth, but I'm Croatian at heart. That is Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Yeah, some work to do there. Do Bale. Carson White, Bale. Well, I was born in a town in Wales called Cardiff, really, and what you found in that town of Cardiff is it's quite close to a town called Newport, so it's not far from the Swansea sort of area. So when I was growing up in South Wales, what I understand was that the players that I was playing with at that time gave us a lot of time on the football. So what I found was that the way that we operated on the field was quite different. So when I was on the left-hand side, in PE classes, they didn't give me an opportunity to use my right foot. I had to use my left foot a lot of training sessions. So that is why my left foot got so good to be moving forward, really. So that's why that's the way we talk in Wales. We put a lot of stress on the different words, really. We sound a little bit posh in Wales, but that is the way that we talk. Duquesne. Obviously, I think United is just a great offer, really, and I was going to Manchester City next season. So I just think that the way that we've been playing this season, so with England, we got on far in the competition, and I think we're United, Man City. So I think for me, really, it's about ensuring that we get a great performance on the pitch, really. So. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I have 3 kids. I have a wife and children at home, but it was really difficult working with Jose. So I'm thinking hard to difficult right now. But I can say really that I'm working on my accent. I'm working on the way I talk. So yeah, it's just understanding really that we're moving forward. Yeah. Too easy. AC Milan is one of my sides. Really got a good fit. Yeah. Messi doesn't speak English. ¿Traiga al Copa del Mundo o los Estados Unidos? ¿Qué tengo que hacer para que vuelvas conmigo? Vamos a dejar el pasado atrás. I said, don't speak English. Hector will be COVID positive, my scholarly guess. I don't know. That we'll see. That we'll see. The DJ, he sounds so much like a robot. Who? Who sounds like a robot? I don't know. Yeah, with Marcus Rashford down. Yeah. What about Nathan Redmond? He's sitting on the fence, my friend. He's sitting on the fence. Zlatan doesn't imitate people. People imitate Zlatan. Her Katarak was a baller, so imitate him. Katarak was not a baller. No. Katarak was a boxer and a rugby league player. You need to start a podcast, Simon. Interesting. Interesting idea. Yeah. Yankee Graham, yeah, push it, you know. Leon needs to step up. He did the lisp. Yeah. Try and imitate Cristiano Ronaldo. You see, Gary, for me, there was a time I was at Manchester United and yeah, CR7 needs some work, but it was along the lines of this. What I found at Manchester United, I was giving my club. My father was very sick. I go to Sir Alex. Sir Alex said, Cristiano, you want to take a day or two to go see your family? That's fine. Go ahead. I was like, wow, this guy really made me go and see my sick father in the hospital. I made sure that I was able to see him and all of that. It's a work in progress, guys. Christie is a work in progress. I'm getting there. AC Milan, Zlatan, Preston, Bay. I don't get that. I don't understand it at all. But yeah, if you guys want to have any more accents, you let me know. Drop 2 more players. We'll wrap up the live. And we keep on going. I'll head over to Instagram to chat over to the Instagram family. But yeah, don't forget to like, share, comment on this video. Thanks for tuning in. Let's hope for the best. Well, Jose Mourinho is in the comments. For me, I think Jose Mourinho would be an outstanding manager for Jamaica, because you see, Jamaica needs an individual that is very, very tough. So for me, I feel with Jose Mourinho part of the team, that we have to ensure that we get the right pieces together. So for me, I feel Jose Mourinho should replace Theodore Tapper Whitmore. I know I'm speaking in the third person right now, but for me, Jose Mourinho, I'm at Roma right now. I know I have good hair. I know I'm a very handsome young man. But what I can say so far is that with Jose Mourinho, I speak good Portuguese, muito obrigado. I can speak good Spanish, buenos dias. I can speak good French, salut tout le monde et bienvenue à notre émission télévisée. I can also speak different languages like Japanese, ohayo gozaimasu, et muchos más. So I know I can speak very well for Jose Mourinho. Yeah, Jose Mourinho. And all you people in the comments that say I don't sound like Jose, that is fine. You can all go away, because bad mind get the best of them. Imitate Zebra, he plays in the prison league. I don't know who is Zebra. Louis Ayatori. Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland is a man of a few words. It's going to take some time, because if you listen to his interviews, his words are like one-word responses. I feel very good. Do Raheem Sterling? You see, that's the thing though with Raheem Sterling though. You don't know what you get in the Raheem, if it's the Patois Raheem or the London Raheem. But yeah. We're all playing the Gold Cup? Maybe quarterfinals. We need to fix the midfield, Simon. Stop imitating the box. And box JFF, forget the midfield end. Alright guys, take it easy, stay safe. We'll be in touch for more. Anybody else tests positive for the virus, you'll be the first to know. Later guys.